gentlemen, good morning, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. I'm John Gray, and I'm here with Coach John Olive. This is the fifth quarter show. It's about Tullahoma Wildcat football, and last night the Wildcats traveled to a wet field and went up to play Page, which is in Williamson County, outside of Franklin a little bit, and had another tough night, Coach.
We did. We knew we faced an uphill battle last night that Page and Marshall County will end up playing for our region championship before it's all over. And I don't think there's anybody except those two that'll battle it out.
Right. So, and we had, again, we're the walking wounded.
We are.
Had several.
The list keeps growing.
Growing.
We laughed. You got to laugh sometimes at some things. And, last Sunday evening when we're putting in the defensive game plan, we're thinking we're going to get Case and Buckner probably back. And so we're basically going, he's our best athlete. We're going to lock him man-to-man on the one receiver side and try to play a little bit of a combination coverage on the other side and just basically leave him over there by himself. And we talked about, okay, if he needs a break or he gets hurt, we'll take Matthew Meadows, and Matthew will be his backup.
Right.
Matthew's pretty good sized body and runs pretty good. Best chance we got, playing man-to-man. Well, Kaysen doesn't get released, and Buckner gets hurt Wednesday in practice. So who do we play over there man-to-man? John Moore, freshman. Who's his backup? Luke Price, freshman.
Yeah.
And,
there were a lot of new numbers on the field last night.
That's just typical of this year.
Yeah.
And then I find out just a few minutes ago before I come over here that we lose Michael Duncan for the rest of the season. He played last night with an injury, and when they x-rayed it this morning, turned out it was fractured. And and Michael got his chance to play because he's had two really good junior varsity games back-to-back.
Right.
And really had a great one this past Monday night at Lincoln County. And Michael played the whole ball game basically.
Hurt.
And because the injury came in the first or second quarter, early second quarter, someplace in there. So anyway, it just keeps on piling on this year, and somebody else get another opportunity.
Well,
here in a couple of weeks.
you need to look. We always need to try to find a positive, something going on about this. Next year, when you put this football team on the field, your freshmen won't be like sophomores.
No, they'll have some experience.
They'll have experience.
That's right.
And you can practice and practice and practice, and where you learn to play is on game night.
That's correct. And I was talking to two of our freshman linebackers that have been playing lately, and asked them last night if were learning anything on Friday nights, and they both said, "Oh yes." And you'll see it when you watch the video.
Right.
But there are times they look like freshmen because the speed of the game is so much faster than what they're used to seeing.
Right.
Because they're playing really well on their freshman level, as the freshman team's now 5-0. But when they're out here going against number 15, they look like me trying to tackle somebody nowadays, just reaching and grabbing.
Oh, you've still got one good hit left in you, don't you, Coach?
If they're running right at me and don't dodge.
Oh, me. All right, folks. Well, this is a good start to this, and at least we still have a little humor about us. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the first quarter of Tullahoma Page 2015. Since 1917, Builder Supply has been the place to go for all your building materials. It's where the contractors have shopped for years. Builder Supply stocks quality Benjamin Moore paint, Tamco shingles, case knives, DeWalt, Stanley, and Makita tools, Peachtree's Southern Rose and Sun windows, Trader's grills, Quickset locks, General Shell brick, Yellow wood, and pass load nail guns and nails. Experienced salespeople are there to help you find the right products for your job. So when you're ready to build, whether large or small, think Builder Supply. 301 South Atlantic Street in Tullahoma.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
Unlike all the rest, Southern Community Bank will provide you with a different banking experience because you are our first priority. Our services are intuitive, our team is friendly, our approach is refreshing, our support to the community is unwavering, and our service is clearly unique. We offer accounts that make banking simple and hassle-free with all the conveniences you want and need most. Call Southern Community Bank and experience the bank that is unlike all the rest.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Time to get fit, Tullahoma, and register for the 3rd annual Bobcat Panther 5K and Family Fun Run and Walk, Saturday, October 24th at Fraser McEwen Park. Register by calling either school or by going to tullahomatn.gov today. You'll be proud to know you're supporting the Tullahoma Middle School's PTO. Calling all alumni. Help your school take the trophy this year by signing up today for the 3rd annual Bobcat Panther 5K.
Our captains last night, number 52, Chase Hawker-Smith, who's been a steady guide, offensive center, and all year long. Number 85, Nathan Ledford. Number 36, John Fortner. And number 79, Austin Rainey. And Nathan Ledford had a really good week of practice. I thought he deserved to be recognized. John and Austin, 2 first-year senior guys, and haven't played very much, and I just thought it's time to honor them because they've stuck with us, and that's not the easiest thing to do. Obviously, outstanding kicker for Page. One rating service has him the number 2 or 3 kicker in the country in his class. So anyway, he puts it out of the end zone, and we get the ball at 20, and David Gagnier to Emmanuel Williams, and we're able to pick up 4, and then David keeps it on the option there and picks up another 9, and so we got a first down. And he comes back out, throws it to Jay Coop. Jay Coop does a great job of getting extra yards after the catch, and it leaves us with a 2nd down and 1. And we take our eyes off the snap right here. And when we do, we fumble it, we lose yardage. He goes back and gets on it, but we go from a 2nd and 1 to a 3rd and 10 now. And we try to get 5 of it back by pulling them off sides. And we're trying to hit a crossing route right there, and I really think, and this happened several times last night, and you'll see a quarterback take a sack, and everybody gets all upset at the quarterback and everything, but when you're playing a bunch of young receivers, sometimes they don't do exactly what they need to do, and sometimes your line doesn't pick up exactly the way they're supposed to. So anyway.
And you're playing a good team with good coverage.
We are, and Romo is injured, our punter.
Right.
So Chase Fowler's doing the punting duties last night, and I thought he did an adequate job. And we open up here with the defense going with a 3 and out. It was, in fact, this is a good first quarter for us. we're battling. We got some young men. There's a young man that started this ball game last night because our lineman had a little special warm-up, and he did so well in that warm-up that the coaches decided to start him.
Good for him.
So Jacob Hill got his first start last night and made the second tackle there. Wish we could have got that one. If we'd have caught that, if we could have played pitch and catch right there, we'd had a third down and really short, and we almost throw an INT there that would have just been really costly. And the biggest thing that you're going to see right here is that the wind's blowing in our face right now, pretty steady coming out of the north there, and Page is on a hold field position all the way through the first half. And not that they're not the better football team or anything, but that just made it tough because we never could turn the field position. And Jay Coop's on to make the tackle there on their running back, and he's a very good running back, good sized young man. Jay Coop in coverage there, and if they'd made a perfect throw, they could have gotten it in, but it was only take a perfect throw. Michael Duncan, that's a great job by Michael Duncan. I think that.
And now he's hurt.
And now he's hurt. Yes. They tried. This is one of their number one plays is running the quick screens, and we put some schematics together to try to help that freshman corner over there where it was going to be a one-on-one. And John got trucked by the tackle that pulled to come block. But Michael Duncan and Quincy Whitworth and company, Dylan Pearson, I think, was the one that really actually made that tackle. So we battled, we've held them, get the ball back at the 20-yard line, though.
That's great.
Our starting positions, we've been at the 20, the 17, and the 20. So they're keeping us bottled up, and we're desperate to try to get 2 first downs before we give the ball back up.
You know how avid a sports fan my mother-in-law is. She called me last night on the way before we left and said, y'all just need to start in the second quarter tonight. Said, y'all not doing very good in the first quarter. But we are doing good in this first quarter
here, and that's a good gain right there. We ran a quarterback counter there, and David picked up about 6 yards, 7 yards on the play. Gives us a chance to make a first down. We hit Race Marion there. But you can see how quick their DBs are. And so we get the short gain, but we're not able to get a long gain, and have to punt it back. Chase Fowler. And
a good job of fielding that snap, too.
It was. We had a little high snap there, and they're going to start it there, 41, 42-yard line. So we're just staying where things are advantageous. Great job there. We're all over it. Good tackle there by Jay Coop. Then they're going to run the stretch this way, and we go inside right there. That gave them probably some extra yardage. They get the first down as the contained guys got to turn everything back in. Great job right there. That's Dylan Knight on the tackle.
I had a hard time seeing last night because the bleachers on the visitor side are short. I kept waiting on the quarterback to keep that ball. Did he ever keep that ball?
He does
going
down
outside?
on the goal line. He does, and but that was part of our game plan, is that we didn't think that they really wanted to run him.
Right.
And we're really trying to zero in on those 2 tailbacks. And there's your quick screen again, and Dylan Pearson on the tackle. They've got a 1st and 10 now, and they're driving it. They run a smash here with the 3rd receiver running an out. And
he's a greasy little fella.
We're right there with him. Bryson Korn was right there with him. We just it was a good job by their quarterback. He put it right there, and here they're running the stretch again, and you can see we've got some people there. We just can't quite get there quick enough. And
Right.
we got them here at the 5-yard line, and that's a great job by Dylan Pearson. And on this next play, watch Michael Duncan, number 34. He's going to come in from the right side of your screen. Watch him. Boom. And he saves the touchdown, knocks him backwards, and they're going to come right back and run the same play. And Michael and Dylan are both going to hit him, but we don't hit him as solid. You know, he squirts just enough, and he's laying in the end zone there. And so touchdown for Page, but I mean that was 4th down and 1, and almost a great goal line stand for our defense. I told them as they were coming off the field, we're proud of them. That was a way to battle and fight. And even though we gave up 7 points,
but it's just 7.
They had to earn it.
Yeah. It's just 7.
Later on, you'll see some touchdowns they don't have to earn. You know, they just run through us and by us and around us. And see, David gets sacked there, and had a young sophomore offensive tackle that got beat there and so forth. But the route wasn't run correctly. Right. If the route had been run, the ball was already out of there. And we had somebody blow the route, and so David's standing there holding the football when he gets pounded. So we end up taking a sack. Offensively, if we take a sack, that's really hard for us to overcome.
Right.
We have to stay right on line there of getting 3-4 to have a chance on 3rd down.
Yeah. Well, and talking about footballs, look here, I got a pink football last night, and the reason I brought this in here today is it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and my wife is a breast cancer survivor, and I'm proud of her, and I love her, and I'm going to take this football and give it to her. So want all of y'all to keep that in mind and keep those people in your thoughts and prayers throughout this month, because it is a bad thing, and people going through it need your consideration. And with that said, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the second quarter.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday Miracles, Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac is worth the short drive for savings that can't be beat. Take home this 2015 Chevy Equinox, 0 down, just $299 a month. Or how about this 2015 Chevy Silverado Double Cab, 0 down, just $369 a month. And as always, we will match or beat any dealer's price. So come check us out or visit us online at stanmcnabb.com. But please don't forget, when it comes to the best deals, if anyone can, Stan can.
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly, lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
As football is a tradition in our community, so is Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We were here then, we are here now, serving our community for over 45 years. Continue the winning combination, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration for the win. Call 455-8757, the name you can trust.
Hi, I'm Cindy.
And I'm Jacob. I'm the Rooster.
And I'm the Red Maiden. And we would like to welcome you to
Roosterwear.
Yes, Roosterwear is a cottage industry producing accessories for men, women, children, babies, and pets. All items are hand cut and sewn locally. Roosterwear specializes in bow ties, pocket squares, scarves, cufflinks, neckties, and aprons of all sizes for all ages. Baby products include onesies, diaper covers, bibs, and burp pads. All bow ties, tie it yourself or pre-tied, come with an adjustable neckband. All products can be made with the material of your choice, as special orders are available upon request. Don't be standing back looking at fashion. Create your own with Roosterwear.
Come visit us at
roosterandredmaiden.com
to find our handcrafted designs for
the cock of the walk.
We open up second quarter here. You know, we battled well in the first quarter, and then boy, it's going to go bad quickly. And here we take a sack, and David couldn't step up. It just wasn't, you know, our tackle is on the defensive end, but he's just getting ridden all the way back, and it just came down to sheer strength. And Bryce Coffey one day will be a big old strong young man, and he'll be a good football player for us one day. Good coverage, great punt. I think that was a 43-yard punt if I remember right, and very little on the return.
About 5 yards on the return.
That was a good job by the punt team. Here, we just don't quite get off the blocks fast enough, and you know, again, a year from now, that young man will get off the blocks. And we knew they'd take some shots, and I just told John Moore, I said, you can't let them scare you to death. I said, they're going to throw a lot more screens than they are trying to take a deep shot at you. And I said, if they beat you deep, they beat you deep. Don't worry about it. Just keep on playing, give us everything you got. As the young man
is faster than we are.
Yeah. And there we go inside again, inside a blocker on the outside, and again we're playing a young man. It's the first game for him to start.
Right.
And
like you say, when although our freshmen are undefeated, they're playing a freshman, and when you take that same kid and put him up next to a senior, the speed is different.
Of the game is so much faster. Every level you jump up. You know, you go middle school to freshman, you go from freshman to varsity, and you go from high school to college. I'm telling you, the speed, and then you go from college to the pros. You know, that's the big thing, that you see somebody really successful in college, and all of a sudden they're not very successful in the pros. It's because of the speed of the game most of the time. Yep. All right, good return by Emmanuel there, and we got Eli Grohl on the field, first time since preseason, and he's throwing one route, the receiver's running another route, and we give them an easy touchdown,
and so it begins.
And so it begins, because the next series, both offensively and defensively, we had a bad defensive series. Now we've had a bad offensive series, and it's 21-0, and 3 minutes haven't even gone off the clock for this quarter.
Right.
And we actually come back and have some solid play here right in the middle of the quarter, and then the last 3 or 4 minutes of this quarter, we're going to fall apart again. And it's almost like, well, here we go. And come back, we're trying to throw a screen here to Dylan McElhaney, and goes off his hands and
almost got picked.
Yeah. And then I can't tell you exactly how Eli ended up with the ball there. We do get 5 of it back as we draw them offside, so we're trying to give ourselves a chance here and do a good job of picking the blitz coming up from the other side, and we know we don't have the speed to get behind them without them biting on something, and but at the same time, we got to take some shots down the field just to back them off a little bit to give us some space up underneath there to throw the shorter game.
Where was Austin last night? What's the matter with him? Austin
has some surgery coming up too from last week.
Oh, Lordy.
All right, good job. Michael Duncan, if I remember right, yes, making that play there on the little swing route. And if you're watching this and wondering, well, why aren't the defensive ends being any more aggressive than what they are, it's because Page is maybe the best screen team that we've played this year. They've got an assortment of screens and wide receiver screens, running back screens, middle screens, outside screens, and so we're here. We pump it, trying to get them to buy it up, and we still can't get behind them. The guy actually bid on it, but he was able to flip his hips and stay out there in front of us, and we probably got away with an offensive pass interference there. Good job right there. David keeps it and picks up 6 yards or so and gives us a chance to make a first down here, and he's on a hit. I believe it's Emmanuel, if I remember right, over on the sideline, and we pick up a first down. That's huge, because I mean, they've got us backed up, and we needed a first down desperately there, just to keep the ball away from them. And you know, our defense had just had a good three and out there, and so you know, I'm thinking maybe we can stabilize this thing a little bit. Second down, and David's on to keep it again, and picks up good yardage again, and did a great job of cutting it all the way back, because the linebacker had actually come on a blitz, and the guard had picked him up, and we hit Emmanuel again. We get another first down.
That's great.
And so we've gone from being deep in our own territory to out to the 38-yard line, and you're thinking, okay, you know, if we can get across the 50 here, we got a shot. And I think that was Dylan Pearson on the carry there, and picks up a yard or two. And then the linebacker about gets David right there. He pulls his shoe off of him. So we've got a 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8 right here. See 15 coming off the edge out here.
And for you folks who didn't go, the announcer for them was just about as irritating as the one at Columbia used to be. Not quite, but just about.
Glad I don't get to hear them. I just pull my muffs up. Took time out. Didn't think everybody's on the same page, and boy,
and they weren't.
That hurt right there.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
we've gotten it all the way out to the 40-yard line, and if we were punting from the 40 instead of the 28, you know, you just add some yardage on, and
yeah, it gets that ball back inside the 20 or right at the 20.
It gets it on down to the 35 or so, and if it had been a better punt, it had been down inside the 20.
Right.
Yeah. They try to suck us up, and it worked. Dakota there bid on it, and does recover and make the tackle.
Good play for them.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the offense blocks it exactly right. It's supposed to make some yardage, and here's the quarterback finally keeping. He's down there close to the goal line, and you know,
he's not a runner.
He is actually.
Really?
Yes. I'm telling you, he can make people miss him, and he doesn't look, you know, but he does not like to run. And that's what we knew. He's gonna keep it right here though and get in the end zone. And I mean, we've watched him on videotape spin out of tackles and slide step, and
he's saving it for somebody else then.
And he actually runs pretty fast. But even in the videos that we had on him, he only kept it out of when it was obvious he had to keep it. The rest of the time, he's gonna give the ball to 15 or 20. Or he's gonna throw it.
Well, now when they later on in the game, when they put their second string quarterback in, he is a runner.
Well, he runs their draw, that quarterback draw, really well. But so can that kid. They just didn't use it.
Just didn't do it.
Right. Until the second one was in there, and I don't blame them. I mean, I'm soon if I was their football team, and we have been in those situations before where we're clearly better athletically and so forth. I'm not going to take a chance on running my quarterback.
Right.
You go back a few years ago when we had Jared Davis at quarterback. He's a pretty good athlete, but we didn't run him in a lot of ball games. We kept it until we were getting ready to play Columbia or somebody and then turn him loose.
Yeah.
But we're playing against somebody else that we felt like we were a lot better than them. We don't put the ball in Montrell Berry's hands or Trey Burke's, and that you can't do. We gotta. That's how you go from disaster to
catastrophe.
And we're just falling apart. I'm just telling you. It seems like when something goes bad, we have a tendency just to melt. And again, a good job by Chase getting the snap, and he had to short leg it, and so they've got the ball at the 40. They've been calling timeouts. They're up 35-0, but they're trying to tack another one on here before halftime. Or maybe they're getting ready to go up 35-0. They're up 28-0 right now. Dylan Pearson there on the tackle. But the whole half has been played on our end of the field. We get pressure on him. I thought we might get a sack there, and then this is what happens when you get them in the open field. I'd love to tell you that we tackle better and so forth, but when you go against a real athlete that's 200, 205 pounds in the open field, you look like Western Carolina trying to tackle a Tennessee guy, or you look like
or Forte or whatever his name is playing down at LSU.
And one of the a 1AA schools playing them. You sit there and say, well, all you got to do is tackle him, hit him in his legs.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot easier said than done.
Break your shoulder.
Just trying to touch one of those legs is tough.
Yeah, it's
because they make one little move. There's a reason why they're playing where they are. So anyway.
That's right.
And that was our biggest fear, and we were trying to keep their wide receivers from getting the ball in space. We're trying to keep that running back. I mean, I can't tell you, everything we were doing there, it bore everybody to death. But I'm telling you, we got people assigned to that running back from both sides every play, and we were willing to let the quarterback gash us if he was willing to keep the ball and go. And on that particular play where he caught the pass in the open field, you'll see one of the defensive ends, which on that play were assigned to help on him, start to go with him, but when he sees the quarterback, under pressure there, he goes back in toward the quarterback, and anyway. And we're in trouble offensively here. It's just...
Yeah, we got about, 3 penalties in a row right there?
Yeah, and we had the fumble. They ruled Emmanuel's a catch and fumble and instead of an incompletion, so we lost 6 yards on that play, and the ball rolled out of bounds. And a lot better punt this time, a lot better protection, a lot better snap. It's amazing how all that works together.
It all starts with the snap, doesn't it?
And now they're in a Wildcat package here, and this is one of their wide receivers that had gotten back there, and he's running with the football. And if I remember right, they bring the quarterback back in for one play, and then they're going to go back to 15 being back there as they're trying to throw it deep downfield there. And Good deep coverage. He drops it off.
Yeah, they're wanting to score again.
They're wanting to tack another one on. So now they're in an unbalanced formation. This is the tailback. And, you know, we've tried to be a little bit more soft, backed off. Don't give them anything deep as you're in the last 30 seconds or so. And this will be the last play of the half, as they're out of timeout, so they can't stop the clock. All we needed to do is keep them from getting a first down, and they can't get their field goal team on the field. And so it's 35-0 at halftime, and we have played well in spurts defensively.
Right.
I mean, we've done some things that we're proud of our young men.
Right.
Offensively, we're just struggling. We're struggling. 15 has really hurt us. He and 20 both, but 15 in particular have hurt us on the defensive side of the ball. And so when we go in here at halftime, you know, there's certain things that we're trying to get accomplished with the defense that it just comes down to, for whatever be the reason, you've got a young kid playing, and he can tell you after the play what he was supposed to do.
Right.
But he doesn't do it when the play's actually going on. Yeah. And then the next time he does it fine and makes a play. And offensively, we're really frustrated, and we try to simplify some stuff, but we don't stack those receivers in the second half. And you know, got to go play 24
and
more
we
minutes.
Used four different quarterbacks last night.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
When it was all said and done.
All said and done. Hey, and talking about said and done, look at here. That's got so much stuff on it, it's just falling off, and that is caramel icing on a good cake donut from the Donut Palace right across from Tullahoma High School on Jackson Street. They're our donut sponsor on the John Ollie Fifth Quarter Show, have been for years and years. You need some donuts or pastries of any kind. They've got a lot of great pastries over there, blueberry and cream cheese, and even have sandwiches with ham and cheese inside of the pastry that they make. Good folks, good stuff over at the Donut Palace. You go by and see them. And of course, as always, we want to thank Rick Garwey and the family, the Mid-South Distributing family out there, for being our water sponsor here at Channel 6 and on the John Ollie Fifth Quarter Show. It's Aqua Hydrate. If you need to hydrate, Aqua Hydrate. It has electrolytes in it, and you just don't want to get your electrolytes out of balance. There's nothing better, no better balance than when your electrolytes are in balance. And it's just magnificent when they are. Aqua Hydrate, thank you, Rick Garwey, for all you do for us here at Channel 6 and the community at large. And with those things said, we'll be back with the third quarter after this commercial break.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Are you a shoeinista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bren's Shoe Boutique, located at the Downtown Avenues, 115 Northwest Atlantic Street, Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bren's. Owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, Bandolero, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bren's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection just doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford. That's Bren's Shoe Boutique, now located at the Downtown Avenues, 115 Northwest Atlantic Street, Tullahoma.
Are you ready to look better, feel better, and lose weight? Hi, I'm Joe McCamey, and when I was 90 pounds overweight, I needed a simple solution. That's why I started the Lose to Win weight loss competition.
My name is Sue Richardson, and I have lost 36.6 pounds.
And I've actually lost a total of 104 pounds.
It's getting on the scale and watching the numbers go down.
The Lose to Win competition can help you too. Take control of your weight in 2015. I'm here to help. Visit our website or call today.
I'm meteorologist Leland Statham from the News Channel 5 Weather Center. Look to Jim Fuller and crew for local news night here on Channel 6.
Page has the choice, and they choose to receive. We choose to take the win. Chase Fowler puts it all the way down there, and they rule him down right there at the 1 yard line. As his feet slid out from underneath him on a wet field. And proud of our defense right here. They don't get a 12 men on the field call here, illegal substitution, whatever you want to call it. And it cost them maybe 6 inches.
So yeah, that's a good place to have that happen.
First down and 10 and 6 inches. Hey, great job right there. That is Jason Guo on the tackle and Jacob Hill. No gain. I thought we were close to a safety. He got that ball across the line. Hey, John Moore, battling number 3. I told John, I said, hey, you shook him up. He's dropping passes and so forth. And that was at halftime, and he comes out. Dylan Pearson putting the pressure on him. And Emmanuel Williams in coverage there. Great series. Great way to come out. And
I wanted to see that a little bit closer.
Dylan almost blocks that punt, and you know, just a little too tough for John Moore to try to catch a punt on this night.
Yes, that's expecting a lot of a young man.
Yeah, I mean, it's in this kind of weathers. It's the first cool night, and it's rainy, and I think it's Chase Hockersmith that recovers that football as it was like a greased pig. It kept sliding out from underneath one and rolling right back out, and somebody else would fall on it. And I believe it was Chase Hockersmith. So, it's not the way we wanted to start. But we get it back down to the 41. We got a 3rd down and 11, 3rd and 12. Big play. Got to have a big play here. And we're going to hit Matthew Ross right here, and Matthew Ross is going to turn it up and go get a 1st down.
And obviously he's a freshman.
And he is a freshman. These freshmen are having to play, and some of it out of necessity, and some of it just because they're a better athlete than the young men in front of them in the upper classes.
Right.
Good hard run there by Dylan McElhaney. And picks up 3.
This is looking good.
You know, I was excited for our offense just to pick up that 1st down. That was big to be able to pick up that 1st down. Instead of us having to turn around and punt it back down the field at them. Try to hit Emmanuel there on the slant route and had a window, you know.
He didn't turn his head quite quick enough on that one.
Just split second there.
Yeah, when you come out of that break, you need to be looking for the ball.
But good job by Nick Barstead, who's playing quarterback. I guess he's the 4th quarterback to play on this night. Come back, Dylan McElhaney. Great job by the line. We had a hat on a hat. Everybody had their man. Backside linebacker made the play, but we get a 1st down. And boy, we go for it, and we got him. We put a little double move on him right there and just could not connect. Come back, run Dylan McElhaney, and he gets us 4 or 5 again. And so we got a big 3rd down, and we get them to jump off sides. So now we got a short yardage, 3rd and short. And Nick puts it out here to Jay Coop. Jay Coop catches it and runs north and south. We pick up about 5 yards. We got it 1st and goal at the 5, and I really thought we scored right here. great leg drive, and they're no ruling that his knee hit the ground. I put it in slow motion. I had that advantage of putting it in slow motion. I still think he had it. And then we run a play there. They do face mask us, but we lose yardage. But we get the down over. So it's second down, and I'm sure Nick says, I wish I had that one back, because if he'd thrown it to his freshman tight end again, it was a touchdown. We try to run Mac here, and we just blow a blocking assignment. We turn the guy loose that wasn't supposed to be loose. Now it's fourth down, and this time Nick's going to try to come back to what was open the first time.
Right.
That's the way the old brain works, is it? And he tries to put it off, and if he'd put it to Matthews' outside shoulder, he still might have gotten it in there, but as it is, it gets picked off there by 16, if I remember right.
Right.
And
so close.
So we don't get it in. And here they come back out and running the stretch. We get it turned back in that time, and it's amazing what happens when you get it turned back in. He still made 5 yards, but it wasn't 12, 14, 16. Defensively there, it's going to be third down 1 when we start the fourth quarter, as all these go fast because of the mercy rule now.
Excuse me, I'm eating a biscuit right here. Pretty good biscuit too, Hardee's. You could talk, Coach, while I'm doing this.
Too much fun.
You ain't got anything to say, do you?
We'll be right back. We're going to go to commercial break.
The Wash Spot on North Jackson Street in Tullahoma is your new state-of-the-art, high-tech express tunnel car wash that gets your car clean quickly and beautifully. We have 4 washes available, from the $6 Express Wash to the $12 Supreme Clean, featuring DuraShield Total Car Protectant. Just pick your wash and let the Express Tunnel Wash leave the dirt behind. And Wash Spot has installed a new high-pressure rinse system that greatly improves your car wash quality. It gives you 40 jet nozzles producing 650 pounds per square inch. Mud, dirt, and burnt poop, beware. After the wash, you can help yourself to one of the free vacuums. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Wash Spot has added a mini detail service. It includes the Supreme Clean. They vacuum your vehicle, clean all windows inside and out, clean dash and instrument panel, shampoo 2 front floor mats, clean all door jambs, hand towel the entire vehicle, and dress the wheels and tires. All for only $25. Come by 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to get the best wash in town at a great price. We're located at 2180 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma. The Wash Spot, locally owned and operated.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. just need you.
All right, folks, we're back biscuitless. The biscuits are gone. Now we're down to just donuts.
3rd and 1, and they run a quarterback draw right here, and boy, he shoots through there really quick. And
yeah, that's that second string quarterback.
Makes the tackle. Yeah. And I thought Jay played really well for us at safety last night.
Did.
And good job there. That's Jay Spry. Now, Jason Spry is going to make about 3 or 4 tackles right here.
And what's his number?
32.
32.
And there he is again, wrapping him up. But Jason.
Is he a freshman?
No, he's a junior, but he's a first-year player. And Jason, we've had to play him out of position. We put him down in there at defensive tackle just because he was willing to mix it up and he had some quickness. On JV nights, we've been playing him up on his feet more, and we've got to make some decisions here the last couple of games here of the season for next year to try to get him ready to help us next year.
And what position will he play next year?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
We're moving him around a little bit, which I'm sure is a little frustrating to him, but we've got to be able to find a way for him to help us. He will compete, and so Eli trying to hit Emmanuel down the sideline there, not able to. We come back and we get a few yards there. It's a way to keep your legs moving. D-Mac here, and that's a good job keeping those feet driving. And got a 3rd down, and we're just on missing. I mean, we've got a chance here to pick up the 1st down, and you'll see the linebacker sneaking up there. Here he comes, and we just want to throw the ball there to Jay Coop, and we just miss him. And everything was good there, except we just couldn't pitch and catch. And good punt here, and clock's winding down. We're going to get some more players on the field that haven't been playing, and they've got their JV in there. That's Bryce Coffee there. Does exactly what you want your ends to do, right. But then we're not fast enough to catch him. Here he goes, And we finally, Jason Spry and Carson Templeton finally chase him out of bounds over there. I don't know what we do to increase our speed, but if there's an injection made, we need to get it injected to our water supply. Jason Spry, Michael Duncan on the tackle.
Will you get Michael back?
No.
He's gone.
Yeah. Jason Spry again at the bottom of that tackle. And Bryson Korn, Carson Templeton on the tackle. And if I remember right, this is 4th down right here. And good hit, Dylan Pearson. That's the way to hit somebody, so we take over. We're going to try to throw the ball down this sideline. Can't remember if it's Sam Brock that we're throwing it to. But, I remember who it was, Nathan Ledford, who we were throwing it to. And the guy tackles him. And then we come back and we throw it over to the other side. Instead of it being an interception, they had a penalty there for pass interference. Ray scores. That's a way to reach out. And he gets the touchdown. There's a penalty on the play. They decline it. And I know it says 35-0, but 35-6 is what it turned out because they declined the penalty, so the score counted. And so we did score right there.
So we did score.
Race Marion catches that ball, and I'm telling you, from the end zone shot, it's even better that he realizes that blurs coming on him really quick, and he just lunges holding the football out, and it hits against that cone, which makes it a touchdown.
Makes it a touchdown. Well, you know, folks, 35-6. I saw that last night on the TSSAA site, and I said, well, somebody called that in wrong because there was a penalty, and that was taken off the scoreboard.
If they had taken the penalty, it would have. And we'd had to throw another one up in the air. And try to get a touchdown because we'd gotten the play over.
There you go.
And,
all right. So we did score.
I
That's
think
great.
Coach Rathbone looked out there and saw both teams lining up to shake hands, and 3 or 4 of his assistant coaches are already across the field to us. And I think he decided, okay, we'll just decline the penalty.
Get this over with.
Yeah, so.
Well, that's great. You know, and as you watch this game, I'll tell you what we're going to do first is we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back, and we have a few things to say, and then we'll get out of here.
Trucks, and more trucks. Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester is your home for both new and pre-owned trucks. We have a huge selection of over 200 trucks to choose from. Check us out on the web at russellbarnett.com and view our great selection. We are your truck headquarters, and we want to be your one-stop shop. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester, your truck headquarters. Trucks, and more trucks. Why buy anywhere else?
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, Family Practice Dentistry for 29 years.
If you're looking for fuel, food, or fun, don't forget the Dameron Brothers stores. The Shortstop has fuel, food, and beverages. The Liquor Locker carries all of your favorite brands of wines and spirits. It has party supplies, beverages, and the area's best selection of premium cigars. So for all your party needs, Jeff and Jay say, come on by, and thank you for the support of our businesses.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
All right, we're back, and we just need to talk a little bit about the fact that we had some positive stuff going on in that ball game, Coach. Toward the end of that ball game, and the fact that we have our young ones are up there playing and learning how to be competitive. That's good. That's a good thing.
It is. I mean, I'd much rather for it to be that we've got upperclassmen that are ready to play and they're healthy and so forth. But got
to find some good in it somewhere.
We knew that this was going to be a tough year. We didn't realize how tough.
Right.
But we knew that this would be a challenging year, and the injury situations haven't helped us any. Losing quarterbacks right off the bat, losing
running back,
and
wide receivers.
That's made it tough, and most of those people play both ways, so it's a double whammy, and a bunch of them. It's like our punting situation. Give you an example. We at the first of the year, if we had to punt, Chase Dixon would have been the punter. Alejandro Romo comes on, and he has a really live leg, and he gets his drops down, and he starts punting the ball really good. So he's going to be the punter. Chase is going to be the backup. And then Romo gets hurt, and we are on Wednesday when we decide, it may have been Tuesday, but we've decided we're not sure Romo's going to be healthy. So Dixon's already out because he's hurt. And so we have Matthew Meadows, Race Marion, Jennings, and Fowler. Got 4 of them that start punting here, and we've got to make a choice here on who's going to be the next punter. Well, who's the next punter? Matthew Meadows. I mean, we've decided we can get 30 yards with him, and he's kicking it pretty high and everything. Next day, Matthew Meadows gets hurt, and now we're back to
who's going to be the punter?
Who's going to be the punter? And so anyway, Chase Fowler did a great job. He came in there in a tough situation, and he handled some bad snaps.
He did a very good job
and
at that.
Got the ball away. So, you know, again, we'll lose Michael Duncan. We're going to lose. We have lost Austin Mullins. Just gives other people opportunities to play.
Next man up.
Next man up.
Well,
unfortunately, that's not necessarily your best man
might
up.
Not
so
be. Might not be. But
where it gets difficult, we are going to take this coming Friday off, which we need. We needed some time for our people to rest up a little bit and get their bodies feeling a little better, and hopefully mentally it'll help us a little bit. And then we're going to host 3 games in a row here at home to close out the season. The first one being Lawrence County, and Lawrence County is a team that David Marston has done a great job at turning that program around, and probably his best team 2010, 2011 happened to be when we were pretty good and Columbia was pretty good. So last year I thought he did his best coaching job, period, as they ended up winning the region or district last year. And they're kind of like us. They're in a rebuilding mode. In fact, we had their page tape, and you know, they look very similar to us. Number 15 catches a screen pass, and just like he went running through us, looked exactly the same way against Lawrence County, and all they could do was chase him because they weren't going to catch him. And so anyway, then
have they won a game yet?
Yeah, they've won a couple. And then we get Pearl Cone, which is a really good football team with some big-time prospects on it. If you want to see some big-time prospects that your school may be recruiting, they've got them. And then we'll finish the year out with Giles County, which
they beat Spring Hill last night.
They did, with a interim head coach, as their head coach resigned in midweek. And
so they won 56-46.
Had a young man really have a great night. I don't know how many yards he had. I saw his third quarter stats there when we were loading on the bus last night, that he had 6 touchdowns and 200-something yards. And that was at the end of the third quarter. So I don't know how the fourth quarter, you know, I know who won, but I don't know anything else about the game.
Right. Well, you know, we're bringing it, we're taking having our off week this week, and so like Coach said, kids can rest up mentally and physically, and then we're going to be back with 3 weeks, and we need to see you in the stands supporting Tullahoma High School Wildcat football, because, you know, we're always on a mission here, and it's good to win ball games, and it's good when you have a great season, but it's also good to struggle through adversity with these young men and show them that there is a way to overcome adversity and get back up again and win on down the road, and that helps them throughout their whole life. And that's one of the things that team athletics brings to you, is how to depend on your support system to back you up and have people that you can look up to, like Coach Olive and his staff, to show you the way through hard times. And we're struggling a little bit right now, but the light's bright on the other end of the tunnel, folks, so don't give up on us. We'll expect to see you in the seats in 2 weeks. And we're going to take a short commercial break, then we'll be out of here. Go to the closing. We're closing.